Hey everyone, miss me? Yes, I know I have not put out a video log in quite some time, and I really apologize for that. Things have just been really crazy with me. You know, days run into weeks, run into months. So I thought I would kind of get everybody caught up on things, and I've been getting a lot of inboxes and messages and comments about wanting to see more video logs. So here we go. I guess I left off last fall with I was doing a paleo and CrossFit video log that I didn't finish, and I apologize for that. Things got crazy, and paleo is something that I still follow. Generally, I feel a lot better without grains in my diet. CrossFit, most intense type of training I've ever done. So definitely a challenge, and it was good to experience and to try. It was something that I was just doing on my own at the gym. As a suggestion, if anybody is interested in it, I would suggest going to an actual a CrossFit gym where there's trainers there to watch you. You're doing a lot of heavy compound movements, and a lot of it is timed or trying to get a certain amount of reps in a certain amount of time, which I don't necessarily agree upon with using heavy weight like that, but that's just my opinion. Definitely an intense workout. So I left off last fall. Today is April 13th, 2013. 18 weeks out today from my national show, which is in August out in BC again, where it was last year. This past year has been a really great learning experience. This is the longest off season I've ever had, and really, really glad that I was able to take this time to learn a lot about my body and give my body a rest for the most part. Sorry, my dog is chasing my cat. Last year I had a lot of problems getting lean. I didn't come in conditioned to both my shows like I had wanted to. Luckily for the OPA Ontarios, they had wanted a softer look, and I won, so that that benefited me. But definitely for nationals, they want a really hard lean look. So I had dealt with a lot of food intolerances, and giving myself this long break has been really great. My digestive system seems to be working optimally now. No stomach issues, bloating, cramping, stuff like that. So, and been able to maintain my weight without, really trying. I haven't done a lot of cardio. I actually really backed off of my training back in November, December, and January. I was only in the gym 2, maybe 3 times a week. I was doing kickboxing a couple times a week as well. So having this time off really gave me the chance to give my body a break. Luckily, I'm not looking to build any more muscle. So, this off season really wasn't about build. And right now I'm sitting I was 137 pounds this morning, and the other week I was 14.5% body fat measured with calipers. So I'm pretty happy with sitting there just starting my prep. Like I said, I am 18 weeks out, so I'm definitely giving myself a really long time to ease into this, to let my body slowly adjust to this prep and not to stress it out as much. Like I said, I've learned a lot this past year, especially with, metabolic damage, food intolerances, keeping a lot of your food rotating through your diet. Competing is very hard physically and mentally on the body, and you can't expect it to peak every time if you're doing so many shows at once. So, and also, there's only so many foods that are available that you can eat that will get you as lean as possible for a show. So with constantly introducing your body to those foods over and over and over again, how can you expect not to end up with issues down the road? So I've really learned to, rotate my protein sources, carbs, veggies, stuff like that. And, my body has really thanked me for that. Sorry for my sniffling and coughing. I'm just getting over an awful virus that I had for almost 2 weeks. Like literally was in bed for 9 days, wiped me right out. So finally just kind of getting my energy back up. And I am pretty motivated during this prep. Like I said, last year I had a lot of issues and lack of energy, which meant lack of motivation just because of my digestive issues. So this year I'm pretty excited to get back into things and have a really great prep. The other thing I've learned is time management. Last year, back in 2011, I started my online coaching, eFit, and I was working as a dental hygienist as well all last year. So whenever I wasn't in the dental clinic, I was definitely on my computer helping out my clients, and that was very draining as well. Fortunately, that business took off, which definitely I absolutely did not expect. I just wanted to help a handful of people, and now last fall I had the opportunity to give up hygiene and do this as a full-time income. Last fall I also started a clothing line that launched in October. Ripped Princess Apparel. This is one of their shirts. You can join us on Facebook, also rippedprincessapparel.com. We do free shipping to Canada and the US, so go check that out. So running these two companies has definitely taken up a lot of my time, and I've really had to learn to manage my time for my clients, my emails, my programs, promoting my business and stuff like that. So last year, with having that prep and trying to manage all that, that's definitely a lot of extra stress on my body that I didn't need. So I got a pretty good routine down now that I can really focus on myself. Also, this coming week, I'm going to be moving into the Physique Factory, which is being opened by Tony Searle of TNT Transformations and Josh from ProFit Supplements. Have created this one-stop shop for your body transformation. So, we have supplements, Rip Princess Apparel, and other clothing lines will be sold there as well. Tony and I will be training our clients that are there, and we're going to be running eFit and my one-on-one clients. So I'm super excited. That is going to be launching this week. We've been super busy the past month trying to get that going, and we're very excited. So, if you're in the Ottawa area and you want to stop by, it's on Saint Laurent, and you can be looking for, we'll be doing a grand opening. I'm sure lots of giveaways and prizes and fun stuff like that. So, like I said, I have a very busy life, and I'm very sorry that I hadn't put out a video log. Sorry if I'm rambling. I know I had a lot to cover. Really, really hoping to be able to get out a video log every week. With training, talking about my diet, and I haven't really done that in a long time. So if you want to watch, follow my progress for the next 18 weeks, you are more than welcome. Anything specific that you want me to cover, leave me a comment, inbox me on Facebook, something like that, so I can definitely do that. I've learned a lot about supplementation, like I said, different diets, and having an open mind to a lot of things. There's not just one way of dieting or training or getting ready for a show, and I've really learned to open my mind to that. So here's the next 18 weeks. Thanks for watching.